You know, I'm gonna start off this Osmo Pocket 3 vlog with saying it's mad cold outside. You know, somebody in my last video was complaining that I was outside complaining about it being cold. So this is for you, buddy. It's freaking cold out here. Anyways, it's Tyson Warford, and I'm back for another video. Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Remember to be thankful for your life today. And I am out here on the trail, just taking another morning walk because I really freaking enjoy these walks. So listen, a few weeks ago, I went to, well, before I tell you about this, because it was actually story time, we need to color grade this footage because this is in D-Log M right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick from one of my 9 custom LUTs that I made specifically for the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, and it handles D-Log M, which we're using right now, to Rec 709, which is a standard color space, to color grade all in one task. Okay, all you gotta do is drop it on top of the footage. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick this one. Yeah, I like that. That's nice and saucy. And if you want to get these LUTs for yourself, which you should, hit the link in the description. But anyway, story time now. A few weeks ago, I went to Las Vegas to go to CES. CES is like a consumer electronics trade show pretty much, right? And anytime I go on these trips or trade show trips, I tend to take a whole lot of freaking gear because I never know, A, what I'm gonna need to film, B, I never want to be in a situation where I'm not equipped to film what I need to film, right? So typically what happens is I pick one camera, and once I got that camera picked out, then I need another camera because what if something happens to that camera? Then I got to start picking out lenses. Then I get, you know, obsessed over, did I bring enough lenses? Should I take a 70 to 200? Should I take a 200 to 600? Like, I end up taking all the freaking gear in my gear closet, basically. And for this trip, I promised myself, for the first time, I'm only gonna take one camera. And that camera was the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Now, this was kind of worrying at the beginning because again, the Osmo Pocket is a pocket video camera with a whole bunch of snazzy features. It's not a professional tool, and obviously I do this professionally. So I was kind of worried that I would get to Las Vegas and I would not have the tools that I need to film the stuff that I need, but anyways, I did it. And I got to Las Vegas and I used it under a whole lot of different circumstances, okay? So the first thing that we did was obviously went to CES. And I will say it was liberating, okay? Not having a backpack full of camera gear, but only my DJI Osmo Pocket. It was crazy. And what's so good about it was looking back through all of the footage, it all looked amazing. It all sounded amazing. I didn't have to stabilize it. I didn't have to get a gimbal out while I was there. I didn't have to do none of the stuff that I typically would do. And it was so freeing and liberating. And honestly, it's like, y'all don't have no excuse no more not to be able to make something dope. The Osmo Pocket, although it's not perfect, and again, it's got its limitations, like it comes with everything that you need if you get the creator combo to create video for social media content. Now, of course, it's not a professional tool. So, you know, if you need to be able to use anamorphic lenses or swap out lenses or deliver ProRes to a client, it's not the freaking camera for you. But for people who just need to create like YouTube videos, social media content, it's so good, man. It's so freaking good. So CES was a W, and honestly, going back to any other trade shows, I gotta go to NAB in a couple weeks. I'm not taking anything but the Osmo Pocket. If you're liking this video so far, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Stop playing. Let's go. All right, so after CES, the next thing we did was went to this place called Ghost Town. It was crazy, okay? It was me, Connor McCaskill, Cam Mackey, and Chris Brockhurst. We had to travel up through the, you know, the mountains and all that stuff to get there. But anyways, the place was super dope. Definitely had old Western vibes. And I know for this part, with the B-roll and everything that I shot on the Osmo Pocket, I wanted music that had a similar vibe. And this is where today's sponsor, Audio, comes into play, okay? Have you ever been in a situation where you wanted to use a song from like your favorite movie or favorite soundtrack or something like that in a video, but you knew if I use that, I would get copyright claimed? Well, audio, first of all, has professional quality, royalty-free, copyright-free music and sound effects, but they also have a feature called Link Match. So all I did was went on YouTube, copied one of the songs, pasted that into audio's Link Match feature, and what it did is it found other songs in the library that sound like it, that had a similar vibe, and made it easier for me to pick a song that sounds like the one I wanted to use, but now I don't have to worry about the copyright problems and the protection problems and all that other good stuff. So anyways, I definitely recommend y'all try it out. If you use the affiliate link and my code below, you will get 70% off of the pro plan, but you got to do it quick because it lasts for a limited time only. Now, I got to tell y'all about Ghost Town, okay? Ghost Town was probably one of the dopest places I have went to. Everything, and I mean everything, was like a photographer or a filmmaker's dream. I even used the Osmo Pocket there to take photos, which, you know, I've always told people the Osmo Pocket is not the greatest tool for photos, but the photos actually came out dope. The only thing that I wish that I had was different focal lengths, and that's the one thing that you got to consider with the Osmo Pocket 3 is you're locked off to one focal length, which is 20 millimeters. So, you know, it wasn't a big deal, but I would like to have more shots that had some compression. But overall, again, we talk about a tiny freaking camera in your pocket that could give you this level of quality with 10-bit and all that other good stuff. It was really, really dope, man. Again, another situation where the Osmo Pocket really pulled this weight to be such a tiny little camera. Now, the last thing I want to tell you is about Cirque du Soleil, because this is where the Osmo Pocket struggled a little bit, but, you know, I don't know. You'll see it. Let's go. All right, let's talk about Cirque du Soleil real quick. It's freaking cold outside. Anyways, listen, I've never been to Cirque du Soleil, anything like it. My management agency, shout out to Crater, they booked this trip for all of us, man, and I didn't know what to expect because I had never done anything like it. But anyways, we got there and we actually had VIP access to everything. So we got to go backstage, but we got to see all of the production stuff behind the scenes of how Cirque du Soleil goes on. And it was actually pretty freaking crazy. Now, the only issue was it was really dark behind the scenes, like really freaking dark. And this worried me because the Osmo Pocket is a tiny sensor camera in my pocket. So I'm not expecting it to perform like a full frame sensor or anything like that. Well, the Osmo Pocket, number one, has something called low light mode. So, you know, and it boosts the ISO and bumps up the noise reduction. But some of the clips I didn't even use the low light mode. Some of the clips I just let it rip at high ISO. And again, this is to reiterate the fact that this is not a big professional camera. It's a 1-inch sensor in your freaking pocket. Let me tell you where the W is using the Osmo Pocket over something like your phone in this situation. Number one, it's got a bigger sensor than what's in your phone, okay? So it's gonna be better in low light. Number two though, the stabilization. With your iPhone or whatever phone you use, it depends on the video feed being well exposed for it to apply digital stabilization. Well, the Osmo Pocket is not like that because it has a freaking mechanical gimbal on top, so it's not dependent on how clean the video feed is. So even in low light situations, the Osmo Pocket is going to win hands down, because the stabilization is being done mechanically and not digitally. But again, being able to pull out this tiny camera in Cirque du Soleil, which even though we had VIP access, they still didn't want people with these huge cameras walking around. Being able to pull this little thing out my freaking pocket and get footage as good as it was again, I just can't believe that we have this level of technology. Let me go to the truck because it's freaking cold outside. I'm gonna wrap the video up over there, all right? Man, it is so freaking cold outside, but I'm finally in the truck. Oh my God, it feels so good in here. Listen, the point I'm trying to make with this video is I took the Osmo Pocket 3 on a trip for 3 days in place of a whole bunch of other camera gear that I would typically take. Looking back on the whole trip, looking through all the footage, looking through the photos, listening to the audio from everything, I can't say that I feel like I made a wrong decision. In fact, this is the decision I'm going to be making moving forward, going to all of these trade shows and trips, because the Osmo Pocket 3 is just that freaking good. Is it perfect? Absolutely not. I will say on the trip, I did miss the versatility of having other focal lengths to use. And DJI, if y'all are listening, maybe we should get an Osmo Pocket Pro that has like a normal lens and a telephoto lens like y'all did with the Air 3. But I digress. Those things would have come at the expense of having to bring more camera gear. And only taking this thing was so liberating on the whole trip. And honestly, the image quality out the Osmo Pocket is way more than enough. Obviously, a bigger camera with a professional lens on there is gonna give you better image quality, okay? But again, it's a tiny freaking camera with a 1-inch sensor that shoots 10-bit, stabilized, with a screen and tracking and all of this stuff built into it right in your freaking pocket. I just cannot stress this enough. In fact, I'm gonna go out and say that in 2024, with the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 being a thing, there's no more freaking excuses. There's no reason why y'all can't create something dope, given that you can get this camera for a relatively affordable price of around $600 for everything that this camera offers. I don't want to hear no more freaking excuses. I use the Osmo Pocket literally every single day, and despite its shortcomings, even though it doesn't have a whole lot of them, there's so many freaking pros to this little tiny camera that I use it more than any other camera I own. And that's just what it is, okay? So anyways, I'll go ahead and shut up about the Osmo Pocket because I feel like I'm giving you a freaking sales pitch, but it's honestly just that good. Make sure that y'all get your LUTs from down there in the description. If you want the sauciest video quality out of your Osmo Pocket, make sure you grab those. And also, if you want to learn about the new features that were just added to the Osmo Pocket in the last firmware update, I'll put that in the card right up there, and also at the end card after the video. Okay, let me know what y'all think. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and until next time, I'm about to go warm up somewhere with some freaking coffee. I'm out of here. Tight shirt, Warfield. Piece of chicken grease. I'm out. Peace.